Good afternoon, Ram. It's really nice to meet you. My name is Jo Peteranna. I'm the Director of Area Operations with Highlands and Islands Enterprise. I know we're going to have a bit of a conversation today about the relationship between the creative industries and the science sector, and I'm really looking forward to hearing what you've got to say. So just as a little bit of introduction to you, Professor Subramanian Ramamoorthy holds a personal chair of robotic learning and autonomy at the School of Informatics at University of Edinburgh, where he's also the director of the Institute of Perception, Action and Behaviour. And his research areas include robotic learning for decision-making under uncertainty, dexterous manipulation and control, human-robot interaction, and physics-informed machine learning, safe and trustworthy artificial intelligence. So I'd love to hear a lot more about that, Ram.
Thank you, Jo. It's a pleasure to be here. I think the brief I was given is that we are trying to understand the connection between the creative industries and the creative sectors and what we do in science and technology. So the first observation I have is that any barrier between these two is a little bit artificial. In the way that most of us scientists think about it, what we do is deeply creative. It's differently creative maybe than some other things. For instance, in my free time, I like to do a little bit of painting, and that's a different kind of creativity than when I'm sitting down and trying to work on algorithms. But it's important to understand that they both require, thinking about framing, thinking about composition, thinking about how you want to pose the problem. When we are trying to apply robotics, so I work in the area of robotics. I'm interested in making robots more autonomous, more intelligent, more capable. When we are trying to apply this in the real world, we're really taking problems that are out there in the real world. For instance, I want to build robots that are usefully assistive in a healthcare context, or I want to build autonomous cars that can drive in the real world. These are all problems that are not just technical puzzles, but they are trying to solve a meaningful need for somebody. So it's very important for us to be able to translate that need into the technical problem. And that's where the engagement with the creative sector comes in. For instance, sometimes we want to have a conversation with our eventual end user where they don't really understand what we can do. So if we can make videos and if we can make various kinds of media that explain our concept better, then it facilitates the conversation. Likewise, we have people who think about possible futures. They make films, they write stories, and then they tell us that these are implications of what you're saying, which then give us pause, and we think about it and say, oh, if that's how this is going to go, maybe I want to do this as well. So it's a very tight conversation between various forms of creativity and then what we ultimately do inside technology.